Hi folks, thanks for tuning in. My name is William Eccles, and today's video is going to be about body armor that I wear as a law enforcement officer down here in South Florida. Now the reason I decided to record this video is I've done a couple other videos that I hear on YouTube that people have written to me about and complimented me on and said how informative they were and how much it helped them. So I'm hoping this video will be just as informative for you and just as helpful. What you see in front of you is actually one carrier system, but two major components of it. This is made by, forgive me if I mispronounce this, Bilby Manufacturing in Hialeah, Florida. It's a company that's located very close to where I work, and they make body armor for law enforcement officers like myself. They also produce the plate carriers and load-bearing vests for the United States Marine Corps. They also make groin protectors for the Marine Corps and the Army. They just landed a contract with Homeland Security. They're one of the companies that will be producing for them as well. And they're slowly getting into the civilian market. So I don't have any products to show you from the civilian market yet, but I'm already talking to the president of the company. And as we speak some more, hopefully I'll have some products that I can show you that will be available for everybody. So right here on my right is a soft plate carrier. It's designed to be worn underneath the uniform. Each plate carrier is measured and fitted for the individual officer, so if somebody else were to try this on, it probably wouldn't fit them as well. You got front and rear protection. I only have the front armor in here with the trauma plate. The rest fits in the heavy duty carrier right now. And it's fully adjustable in the shoulders and in the waist. It comes in 4 different colors: black, navy, white, and tan. And the nice thing about this carrier, most carriers have this, you can separate the carrier from the plates. And I just pulled out the main plate there, and inside you can see there's a pocket for the trauma plate. The reason it's nice that you can separate these, especially like down here in South Florida, you're working out in the heat and humidity. These can get pretty funky over time, and it's nice to be able to throw them in the washer and get them cleaned up. Actually, let me pull this back out. Talk about some of the things that you can get with this. This may look a little small for me, but the reason they fit so small is you want to leave room for your duty belt down here, so that when you're sitting down in a car or a chair or something like that, your belt won't push the armor up into your neck. You can also get this with tails that'll tuck into your pants or your trousers, so that it'll stay in a little nicer, but I prefer it without. So this is my vest that I can wear underneath my standard uniform. And then this is a heavy duty carrier that you wear on the outside of your uniform. This one's custom made, aside from being custom fit for my measurements. Typically on the outside is a heavy duty nylon. I had them completely make this out of mesh for a couple reasons. If I were wearing this underneath my uniform with all the armor, then I would want this as light as could be and would breathe a little bit better, so I had to completely make it out of mesh. The other reason too is sometimes maybe I'm doing an exercise, just training maybe, where I don't want all the weight of all this carrier. Maybe I'm doing a water exercise where I don't want to submerge all this stuff. I just want something lightweight that would breathe and it could dry off real easy. So like I said, that's why I had this made completely out of mesh. The carrier is fully adjustable on the shoulders and on the waist. You can get logos printed on it for the front and for the back. I had them do police, since I'm a local law enforcement officer. I'm not a sheriff or corrections or anything else like that. You can get it in security, military, police, whatever you want. They'll put it back there, even if you just want to put your name. It's removable, just regular Velcro, and you attach it. The front has a large pocket. If you had a trauma plate or a heavy ballistic plate to prevent penetration from rifle rounds. And then there's also a smaller pocket on the inside that will hold your trauma plate for the center mass. This is a 5x7. You can also get it in an 8x10. In the rear, you have the same thing, a major pocket, and it also has a smaller pocket for a smaller plate. You have a grab handle in the rear. You open it up, and this is how you put this carry in. And by the way, this is a threat level 3A. You can look up on the internet, see all the ballistics, all the rounds that it's designed to stop. But this opens up here, and this is going to be a little bit harder to stuff in than it was to take out the other carry, just because the nylon mesh is so much stiffer. And then you put it on, just throw it over your shoulders. It's got a waist strap that goes underneath. I'll show it to you in just a second. You can see how that goes around and wraps the rear plate around my midsection. And then I'm just going to pull this plate, the front plate down, and hook it into place. And there you have it. Now that I've already had them custom make this for me, I will probably maybe take this back to them and maybe have them put a Fastech buckle or some type of buckle here on the side, just to give me a little bit extra, more secure fit. In case I were rappelling or something were to snag, that can open up, and even though it would be held in place by the waist strap, that could still be a little bit annoying. Last thing I want is that snagging on. I wear a standard duty belt. I don't wear a drop leg holster or anything else like that. So I don't want any problems with that coming out just a little bit and then getting in the way of me trying to unholster a weapon. But there you have it. So obviously get a closer look at it. And as I said in the beginning of the video, this is kind of a system. My department paid for the soft armor for me to wear underneath my uniform, and then the rest was additional. Typically, for myself, I'm in an administrative position right now, so I'm pushing pencils more than anything, sitting behind a desk. So, working in an office, I don't need to wear my armor all the time, but I'm still a law enforcement officer, and if I have to respond quickly, where I'm concerned and I might need to wear protection, I keep this in my vehicle or in my office, and I can grab it at a moment's notice and throw it on real quick and respond to the call for service. So there you have it. I hope this video was just as informative as the other ones. I hope you enjoyed it. Be safe out there and enjoy your adventures.